Hey everyone, I'm Compound Eyes, as you may know, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, we'd like to take this moment to remind all of our viewers that as of the other day, we officially have Patreon. Now, we're still trying to figure out ideas and ways we can reward our Patreon supporters, so if any of you have ideas for that, let us know in the comments section down below. A few of the ideas we have in mind is creating custom Patreon videos, ones picked by our Patreon supporters themselves, creating unique artwork for them based off our own style of doing things, either of ROC with theirs or something else that they'd recommend. If you want to get ideas on things like that, head over to our DeviantArt account. The link for that is in the video description below and will be available at the end of today's video. We have ideas for merchandise, including some slogans. We have got a small list of slogans we're considering for merchandising that we'll make available in the near future. And of course, anything else that, we still have not made up any goals in mind just yet. I mean, we do have some ideas, such as perhaps new recording equipment, new editing software to make our videos a little more fluid, a little nicer to look at. Potentially soundproofing to make our office area where we do our audio recordings a little more soundproof so that we can actually do higher quality recordings for everyone without having to worry about anyone else interrupting or anything of that nature. And of course, everyone, and I'm sorry I say of course a lot, that's a little bad habit of mine. But again, any ideas such as merchandising, slogans, imagery that you'd like to see, commission work, things of that nature, anything you think we could do to reward our patrons from Patreon, let us know that below. And naturally, there are other ideas we have in mind. I'm sorry if I'm a little tongue-tied. As you all know, I ad-lib things. We do grips on occasion. This was a last-minute decision to add before the start of my videos. But yes, as far as potential goals, we would love to finally get to go to BrodyCon, Pacific PhoneCon, Evergreen Northwest, or any of the other conventions that are still around the northern United States. So if you'd like to see that as one of our goals, let us know where you'd like to see us make an appearance at. We'd be happy to meet and greet, take selfies, sign autographs, things of that nature. I mean, I know we're nowhere near as big as the likes of, say, Dr. Wolf, or the tenacious Silver Quill, or the Voice of Reason, or of course, ANY, the fabulous Lightning Bliss, the majestic Keyframe, or the tenacious Scottish Lassie, honest Mud Munchkin, or anyone else who's up here in the Brony analysis community over the years and who's still triumphantly doing this. And I realize there's been a bit of a kerfuffle with all that. We're not going to get into that. But anyways, let us know down below what you'd like to see. And as always, before we get into today's video, I'd like to remind everybody that if you'd like to take the dive and join the Rainbow-Eyed Hive, tap that subscribe button. If at the end of this video you like what you saw, feel free to Brohoof or Hive 5, that's a new slogan we're working on, that like button. Or as always, if you didn't, Applebuck that dislike button if you didn't care for it. Let us know in the comments anything you'd like to see in future videos or any changes, hints, tips, tricks, questions, suggestions, recommendations, or anything else in the comments. Thanks for hearing us out here. So let's get on with this, get back into the fray. Stay tuned for today's video's rating and our opening credits. And we'll see you in the video.
Mr. P, how's it going in Equestria? I'm another world away, but Billy, you look so pretty, yes, rainbow ain't got nothing on you. Hey dear Mr. B, don't you worry, don't you fret. I'll be there if you get lonely, even though we've never met, we'll start to fall.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Moonshadow Mystery channel. As always, I'm your rainbow-eyed bug pony host, Compound Eyes, aka Moonshadow Mystery the Changeling, aka Moonshadow the Changeling. And today we're going to be continuing with Fallout New Pegasus, Episode 7. When we left off in Episode 6, we had already gone to the think tank, the Old World Blues area. We're actually going to be cutting out part of the segment. Now, as you see, we are coming out of Walking Box Cavern, and I'm sorry for that. We're going to be heading back in just a second, but we're going to go to Good Springs. We got to get rid of our companions, as much as I hate to. With the exception of the storyteller, I don't know what's going on, but the first attempt at this is going to end up becoming a blooper reel, as much as I hate it to. It's not really anything really blooper-ish about it, other than the fact that it's just not working the way it's supposed to be working. I'm not sure where everyone's going. Something's going on here. But yeah, we had to start over. We kept having crash issues, which is the main reason that the former recording is going to become a blooper reel. And as much as I hate to get rid of any of these ponies, I don't know where I'll have to find them again. Probably back around the 177, or the 188, my apologies. That's where I found most of them at. With the exception of these two. I'm probably going to keep Twilight, Fluttershy, and the Storyteller. I don't really want to get rid of any of them, but we're sending EDE back to Prim. I don't see the Storyteller anywhere. Okay, he's down here, that's okay. And I really hate to get rid of my companions. I legitimately do. It is kind of cool seeing them walk off into the sunset. We're going to wait just a little bit for the sun to go down before we head back. I need something with a good scope. Our varnet rifle should do. It's got a nice... Yeah, that was a waste of ammunition. But anyway, real quick before we have there... Something about the Gardens of Equestria mods made mention of a hulking figure in the hills above Good Springs at night. Now, I know it has something to do with the bunker we were at, but I've not seen a hulking figure, so that may mean there's something missing. I haven't uninstalled a couple of mods. If things keep going, I'll unfortunately have to uninstall the Gardens of Equestria mods entirely. Maybe even some of our companion mods. Hopefully not Twilight and Fluttershy. At the very least, I'd like to keep them, even if I had to get rid of every pony else altogether. Because I like having our companions. But we're coming up this way, we're going to look see if we can find this so-called hulking individual. I think it has to do with the animatronic ranger that the data logs in the bunker were talking about, which we've not seen any mention of aside from the minigun we found, which we can't really utilize. I thought waiting until night would make something appear. It was something I wanted to check out real quick. We ain't been in here in a while. I don't know if coming in here will make a difference now or not. It seems like there's a location over here that we've not discovered that I thought we had discovered. But maybe not. There may be more things to discover here. Well, we've got these map markers. We may as well try and follow them. But this is going to be a continuation. It may have to be a little long as a result, and for that I apologize. Hello. I never noticed there was a sewer before. That must be something that was added. But yeah, this is going to become a continuation of... There's a portal. Okay, we're probably not going to go through that portal, because again, this is supposed to be a continuation of Old World Blues. But I've got to see what in the world the issue is. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a continuation as soon as we can... I'm going to continue climbing around here because I want to find out what that portal is. One way or another. Because they were supposed to... Jeez. I fell. Because there was supposedly supposed to be an enclave ship of some sort. The Pegasus enclave. And we have found one of our Fallout Equestria things. Which means that's probably what that sewer grate was as well. We'll come back here in a future video, I do believe. Now that we've got the location unlocked. But real quick, we're going to hurry up and try and... Because there was another location over here that I thought we discovered everything around these parts, but now that it's turning out that there are locations that were added by our Fallout Equestria mods that we didn't know about before, I'm feeling as if I need to look around a little more closely right quick. Now, I don't know if this is actually part of the main game. That could actually be something I just never noticed before. Was not aware enough to notice before. If you found this in your base game, let me know down below. But yeah, we're going to keep Fluttershy and Twilight and all that for the time being. You know what? I hate to.
Hey there, Wanderer. Care to hear a... Wait, I know you. I don't want to sound too forward.
Holy crap, I think we fixed all of our... Holy crap, I think that fixed our dialogue options. That's part of what was freezing us in... Did Fluttershy get stuck up there? Oh, poor Flutters. Okay, so we found out which mod would... I mean, we may not have found out, but we uninstalled the mod that was causing us our audio errors. So that's a plus. Well, maybe we ought to try the... We're going to go into the thing again soon. We'll definitely explore the Good Spring sewers. I didn't know there were sewers before. It may not even been part of the base game. But now that that's taken care of, let's take care of something else right quick that we didn't get to do before because of the errors we were having. If it'll let us. We're about to find out if it'll let us or not. And it might not. Okay, I never talked to Arcus. She's not a normal individual. But now that we're starting to get some dialogue options filled out.
Everything all right?
Well, no, that one's still not working.
I know you. You're that courier Doc Mitchell fixed up. Are you here? Thank goodness. Nobody around here will listen. It's like I'm
Okay, this is interesting. I've been trying to get this to work for a while now.
But come on. When's the last time you saw one floating around?
Okay, this is nice. This is what I was trying to get initiated early in the things. You know what? I may end up having to start over from scratch. I'd hate to have to do that, but if you'd like to see me start from scratch now that we got the audio issue fixed, let me know down below. I'd be more than happy to, but we're going to have to hurry up through this.
Wow.
Okay, that's Gale. We've still not gotten Sunny Smiles' thing to work.
Everything all right?
I don't know why. If I could recycle the actor, that'd be great. Actually, I'm hoping now that I've just talked to her again, maybe she'll actually start moving and end up out here. Her dog did. Yeah, Cheyenne did. Sunny's not. So we still may have to start over from scratch to get other stuff to work, but that is okay. I don't mind. I don't care. We're going to save this real quick. And hopefully we're not going to have any more issues because we're going to go down. Where in the Sam Hill is the... There it is. We're going to go down to the drive and we're going to start over again. We're going to go back out there. We're going to make this work. I am determined to make episode 2 of the Old World Blues 1 work. And now that our dialogue options are actually working properly, I'm hopeful that things will go according to plan. We gotta get rid of these things first. That was a chimera, one of the monsters from our add-on, so was that mutant mole. which is a lot more creepy looking than a standard mole ray, if you ask me. Our varnet rifle is not doing a thing. So let's go with the storyteller's stand. Oh, Twilight. I mean, I don't mind the help. I mean, I'm actually grateful for it. But come on, I had it. Well, I thought I had it. 17 hours should be enough. Alright, we're about 15 minutes in. We've not continued with the Old World Blues one yet. We're about to, though. We're about to actually have to go through all this again, as much as I hate to, as painful as it is to get through. I may edit it out in post. I'm going to try to, at least. I don't feel like waiting another 15 seconds. The storyteller will more than likely get in the way again. He always gets in the way during these things. It's a bit annoying, actually. Jean Prim. We'll have to check some places out. I can't see. Whoa. I'm naked! That's the other thing I don't like. I don't like it without my clothes on. It's not cool. It's not cool. I don't know if this will work or not. I think I tried this before and it didn't work. That doesn't look that armored to me. See, now that looks armored to me. What? Where's Fluttershy? Did Fluttershy get left behind? No! Don't tell me Fluttershy got left behind. That's not cool. I didn't mean to leave her behind. Or is this one of those situations where I gotta go inside in order to find her? That's probably what it is. Because I don't see... Okay, there's Edna. I've had that issues with companions before. There she is. Alright, every pony, come with me. Come with me. Alright, Fluttershy, I need you to...
Got a story to
No,
tell?
Mr. Storyteller, not right now, I don't.
Sure, take your
Just
time.
wait here for a bit. Sorry, waifu Twilight. You have to stay here. Edna won't follow me without the storyteller, so I should be good to go with that. At least she's not supposed to. I don't know, let me see. Alright, we're going to be nice to her because Edna's vicious. She may not seem it, she is vicious. Okay, we'll unload some stuff later on. We can't go out until we go in here, so let's do a quick save. I made my mistake last time by not doing that first off, and let's hope we don't have any technical glitches. Like that. Yeah, that's the kind of technical glitch I was concerned would happen. Give me just a minute, everyone. Let me pause recording and we'll try and fix this. Alrighty. We got that sorted now. That's awesome. Unfortunately, Edna followed us. I don't know why. Edna's supposed to stay with the storyteller. I guess she's a little glitched that way.
classification fields kick in? All right.
Oh, they're pompous.
Intruder.
Oppenheimer, okay.
All right, Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusted? Oh, Doctor.
And there we have Dr. Thaddeus Venture.
It wasn't me, all right?
Ha!
I'm the robotical engineer.
Come
In
on,
some
Rusty.
ways, that's his specialty. You always do this.
These guys are hilarious to listen to.
Either of you. Great. I forgot what I was
Edna's
saying.
blocking our view a little bit, don't know why. But yeah, strangely enough, when they're all gathered together like this, they all kind of mind meld. And all their voices come out of Dr. Klein's speakers. It's weird.
Did it? It's a Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse.
Hey, I'm not a pest.
Lights. Della, get the spray before it
I'm not a
excretes all over
Twilight fan.
everything.
Well, I'm a Twilight Sparkle fan, but I'm not a Twilight the series fan. I hate those stupid Twilight books and the movies and the stupid 50 Shades of Grey they inspired. Ah!
Dr. Klein.
Yeah, things get weird around these people. That's why there's that MA rating at the front of the video. At least I hope to God I remember to put it there. Otherwise, I'm in trouble.
This envelope once
Or
contained
potentially in
metal.
trouble.
If so, it's proof that they're mean. Just look at
Yeah, I don't know what her obsession is with teddy bears. Teddy bears have always been considered to be a euphemism for children. So the only thing I can think of is she views us as a child, which would make sense given the fact that all these brains in jars are 200 years old. So to them, yeah, we would be kind of like a kid.
I believe
But
those are toes,
otherwise,
Dr. Klein.
it's just
Little
creepy.
teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those.
I don't recall the human penis.
It depends
Yeah,
on
things
one's
get a
own
little
frame of reference, Dr.
racy here.
Noses.
And unfortunately, our science and speech skills are not high enough. But let's see here.
Dr. Clark.
And of course, Edna's like right on top of her head, so we can't see anything here either.
Think tank of it is I, Doctor. Even now, my deadly
Yeah, rat scorpions are bad enough. Robo scorpions are a whole new mess of dangerous. They're awesome though. They remind me. Their design reminds me a lot of the Death Scorpion from the Zoids franchise. I love scorpions in general, so anything that reminds me of Zoids is automatically awesome.
Imprecise kindergarten level research methodology.
Alright, let's hurry and get through all this, because this is just...
And Doctor. But what?
Let's see here. We've got
Once
the Brainless perk. Your brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addiction. You have a quarter resistance and resistance from shock from bodily damage. 5% damage threshold minimum +1. Nice.
Yeah, no need to brag.
This is fortunate.
Circumventing the pacification
here.
field.
Alright, we'll get through all this kind of quickly. And now we have the Heartless perk. You know what? That's racist. Changelings aren't heartless. King Thorax proved that. Chrysalis is the freak among us. And besides that, I'll have you know I have not fed on love since I left the hive. I get by on throwing out baked goods from behind sugar cube corners because Pinky puts love into everything she makes. And on the kindness of ponies like Princess Twilight Sparkle, who's been kind enough to give me some things in the past, but still, I'm not heartless. I'm not heartless. I am not a shadowy creature from the Kingdom Hearts franchise, although that is an awesome franchise, and I would love to see references to that in this game. The spine, the spineless perk. That's a yes and no situation there. Too complicated to get into right now. Due to complications with your procedure, your spine has been replaced. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and strength and damage are still being increased by 1. Nice. Alright, let's get through all this, because we went through this in the last... Oh, no, we didn't go through this in the last episode. We meant to go through this in the last episode, but we didn't. Alright, we're gonna... There is a way of peacefully resolving this where we don't have to kill either Mobius or these guys. It's a little tricky to do, though. I'd have to look up a step-by-step on how to do it. If anyone out there has done it successfully, let me know in the comment section below what procedures I have to go through. Let's see here. Da-da-da. This sounds dangerous. What are these technologies? Da-da-da. Okay, this is where they explain to us the fact that since they took our brain out, now we're stuck like them. It's weird. We could get into a lot of this. I know I'm skimming through this pretty quickly. Alright, we're going to get through all this. Yeah, some of this gets racy, and I don't feel like going through this on this channel. Dang, none of our perks are high enough to pass any of this.
Careful.
Yeah, this pulse gun will allow us to get through force fields once we get the right frequencies. Unfortunately, some of those frequencies are tricky to get. And there's one in particular that's really tough to get because we got to do it very sneakily. I'll have to leave my companions behind when I go after that one because I don't want them to hurt poor Gabe. It's not his fault that he's the way he is. We'll get into who Gabe is maybe in a future video, maybe in this one. I'm not decided yet.
Fine. Well, might be more. That's you're the bottom.
Let's see here.
Are there?
We'll get through all this here. Yeah, we could get more, but we don't have enough barter skill right now. Alright, now, and here's where the irony comes in, is we could have used that little level up right around here, but that's alright. Let's see, what else can we boost? We're going ahead and boost our sneak some. And we want the... We want a perk that's going to be useful to us. One that the Fortune Finder would be especially useful. Right. Now, we could take this time to go through and introduce ourselves to these brains and jars individually. If you'd like to see us do that in a future video, let us know that down below. I'd be happy to do it. There's a lot to explore here. We can gather a number of things by looking around, and none of it's set to own, so we ain't got to worry about a karma penalty. This is actually a great time to gather items that we need for different things. We can find an assortment of bottle caps and other items hidden around here. Some of this has been left behind from previous visitors. We're going to go ahead and unlock our... yeah, our lockpick skill is ridiculously high. We did cheat in a previous video so that we could get access to something from the Gardens of Equestria DLC that... well, not DLC, but mod that we have installed. And I didn't feel like waiting to get it. We're going to go ahead and take that radiation suit. That's going to be a lot more helpful than I would like to admit. And like I said, there are personalities scattered around that we can get. It takes a little bit of hoofing to get to it, but that's okay. We need to clear up some space. So how many sparkle colas? 5. And we got 20 sunset sarsaparilla. We better go ahead and ingest most of them. Yeah, and there are a few things we can leave behind when we get back around to the sink. Let's finish exploring all this real quick, get what useful items we can. Which, depending on what room you're in, there's more than not. If you're heavily reliant on chems in your playthrough, this is a great place to stock up on things like mentats or mentals if you play like me, psycho, jet, dash, again if you're like me and play with pony mods, buff out, and all kinds of things. Having our lockpick skill so high is going to really make getting certain items a lot easier in the future. And yes, there are military grade walkie-talkies around here. You cannot use them. It would be very helpful, but you cannot use them. That's okay, we've got healing potions. A number of things. We're going to avoid talking to these doctors.
Have you done all we asked? If not...
yeah, he's not doing it. He'll ask you that every time in passing or directly. It's annoying. Those pre-war books actually can be converted very simply. Mannequins. I hate mannequins. I like the Desperado cowboy hats. Always have been a fan of cowboy hats. Of course, I'm Southern, so that's just something we like. Sexy seat wetter. Ha! The teddy bears, they've been changed. They're Smarty Pants now. Twilight Smarty Pants. You know what? I'm taking one of them. Leave those here. I have no need for glasses. Actually, that's not true. Give me those. Not the hat. Oh, stupid glasses. They clipped. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I need the glasses. How are they? Yeah. Well, that's okay. There's other glasses we can get later. We just gotta look very carefully. We can refit these drained ones if we know what we're doing. And actually I should have found a named pair of glasses in one of these rooms we were just in, but I might have bypassed them. Let's take a quick look before we head back out into the sink so we can gather our companions. Yeah, like I said, he'll do that literally every time, even in passing. It is extremely annoying. Debug? What? That was weird. But yeah, I've not seen them, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do a new save right here, just in the event something happens. Right, there's other things we can do, but there's not a whole lot of useful loot around here. We're going to head back into the sink. Now that the elevators to the big mountain has been opened up.
How are you? What's your story?
Now, strangely enough, he waited there instead of where I told him that he shouldn't have. Oh, and Twilight has unlocked an area that's supposed to be locked up. This is where our heart, spine, and brain would be at. Come on, my waifu. Sorry. Let's get Fluttershy with us. Now, for some reason, their armored stable tech suits look, you know, armored. Little Pip's did not. Makes no sense. Alright, we're going to see what we have we can put away for now. We're going to put away our 9mm sub-mac for the time being. And we're going to go ahead and put away our 10mm sub-mac as well. We have a submachine gun in the 12mm, and that's probably our most powerful one of those. We have the 5.56 pistol. That is a very powerful weapon as far as pistols go. We'll go ahead and put the baseball bed up. We don't really need it. And we'll put the broad machete up as well. Anything we don't really need, we can put up at this point. We're going to keep the chopper. I tested it out in what would have been the... what would end up being our... I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of a tongue-tie moment. It's our blooper reel. Sorry, I was drawing such a blank and I don't know why. It was very, very weird. But yeah, we ended up putting that away, so that's good. I had sidetracked again. I'm going to put the spears away and the throwing knives away for now. We can get some throwing axes while we're out here, and that's cool. Oh, we can put that other 10mm up because we got the weathered one. And yeah, that clears up quite a bit of space. There's nothing in the safe, but that's... Oh, I should have checked for my armor. Let's put our armor in this one. That way we're not getting... Let's see here. I'm sure we got some pieces we don't need, so let's look. And I'm sorry. I know I'm being, like, really confusing right now. And I don't mean to be. I'm just, like, kind of... like, mentally all over because I got frustrated doing to have to go and do this all over again. So it's got my mind slightly frazzled. I'm going to keep the bandolier one just because I think bandoliers are kind of cool. Put a couple of these hats away. We're going to keep one radiation suit. We might need it. I am still in my patient gown, aren't I? Well, that's alright. We got quite a bit of room now. So we should be okay at least for a little bit. And now that that's done, let's install the personality matrix into the Sync Central Intelligence Unit.
Salutations and felicity.
And we have quite a few caps that we admittedly kind of cheated to get, but that's okay. Because now we can get some very useful items, including a power armor helmet, which we can use later if we need it. Thanks to some mods we have, power armor units are especially useful for water breathing and the like. And there are areas here in the big mountain where there are water levels you can swim through. We'll go ahead and get that book because we might need it. And we're going to get all the ammo we can because we will go through ammo like crazy here with all the enemies running around. especially since they're mainly mutant creatures and machines. Quite a few lobotomites too, and thankfully we did spawn in so many caps earlier in this series, otherwise we would be up a creek without a paddle here. And now
Might I be of service, sir?
we're going to repair some items. We're going to go ahead and hit repair all. That cost us quite a bit of money to do so, but now all of our gear is at 100%. Well, maybe not 100%. I thought it was 100%. For some reason, there are some things that didn't get fixed, and I don't know why. But, again, bright side. Now we've got some useful items. We don't have power armor training yet, but I don't want to risk putting that down anywhere. I could have cheated and get the power armor training, but I chose not to. And unfortunately, with that power armor training, you can't even use the helmet. And that's kind of a disappointment. I didn't want to cheat to use it. I may have to.
A most rapturous good morrow on your return to domicile, sir. I trust you shall find
Actually, let's put our art.
things in order and the rift
Alrighty.
contained.
We're good. Actually, we need something better than that helmet. So let's go with, say... You know, let's just go ahead and put on our metal armor. And let's head out into the big mountain. Yay! 45 minutes in, and we're just now getting out in here, but that's okay. We got plenty of time. We're going to try and keep this under an hour if possible. I know I tend to ramble on and go a little longer. Actually, counting the opening sequences and all, we're probably closer to 50 minutes. Only thing I don't like about the tri-beam laser rifle is it's got horrible spread. It really does. It is absolutely it is a great weapon to have, but the spread is just ridiculous. We don't want to waste ammo we can't really replenish. So let's see what we have the most of at this time. Well, our weather 10 mil ain't especially strong, but the spread on our tri-beam is not going to be useful. And you may be asking why I got another sonic emitter. That is going to be very useful because then we'll be able to carry multiple ones at once with different outfittings once we get all the things for it. Now the recharger rifle is going in pistol, might be our most useful ones here. Do I have a mod? No, I don't. I thought I might have had a mod for it. Can't use that Ranger minigun, unfortunately. I don't know why. Probably has to do with a lot of the other stuff going on, but we will get through all that in a future video. After we get done with, of course, Old World Blues. I keep wanting to call it Tunes. It's weird. Let's see here. Yeah, we definitely got to get some more ammo for some of these things. We'll go with Bozar. We've got to increase our guns skills because that's part of why we got so much sway going on. we got saved by Twilight, but I'm not complaining. Twilight might actually be OP for this. But we've got a huge area to explore. The real tough part is figuring out where we want to start. And speaking personally, while that area down there is one of the main areas we want to go to, we don't really have enough time for it today. So I think what we're going to do is an area that's close by, that's in the same range. We may go over there too, but there's another area that's actually right around here. We got spotted, but what did we get spotted by? We're going to enter Ulysses Point. For those who are familiar with Fallout New Vegas, they know that Ulysses is a big time boss for one of the DLCs. He's also known as the Other Courier, the original Courier 6. He's also a former legate for Caesar, or rather Kaiser. Well, not really a legate, but he's very high in the chain of command. And his little area here is perfect for gathering these books. We can go through these logs. They'll help us get to know a character that's in another DLC. And if you want to listen to them, we'll listen to them later on. Comment down below if you want me to listen to the patient logs. We don't really need the binoculars. The binoculars don't really lose like anything ever. Oh, we're going to take that because we can easily craft bottle cap mines, which are one of the most powerful mines in the game, even if they are expensive, literally, because you got to fill them with your own caps. But they'll cripple a Deathclaw like it's nothing. But this cache is perfect because you can stock up on ammo and all kinds of things really easily. And it's a good spot to keep in mind, especially down here when all the lobotomites and rad scorpions and everything else are out and about. Because this provides you a nice spot to rest up, catch your breath, change your weapons and armor. And speaking of which, we better get rid of Bozar. I mean, not get rid of it, swap it out. We're going to swap to our anti-material rifle here, and we're going to kind of squat down. It says we're in danger, but I'm not seeing a single enemy marker anywhere. We could be having a technical glitch. Yeah, my sway is throwing all my shots off. I'm used to having grenades at my disposal. I think that lobotomite got... Oh, that's where I was getting super ego. I don't remember you. Are you something I didn't encounter before? Or are you something new? Huh. Well, before we go inside there are some... Better get Twilight awake. She won't wake up if there's enemies nearby. I'm not seeing enemies nearby. But we do got plenty of bodies to loot. And we got a caution, but I'm not seeing enemies. Wow, that lobotomite legitimately was attacking us with a BB gun. I almost feel bad for it. I mean, I feel bad for them legitimately anyway because, you know, they're lobotomites. You know, I mean, they had part of their brain removed. I mean, what's not to feel bad about? So,
Time to reward myself with
yeah. We're trying to find where that last enemy's at. We're going to go up this incline. One, because it gives us a better vantage point, and two, because there's actually a hidden stash of gear up here that we can use to replenish our own stock. Okay, I'm not sure if that's what's keeping Twilight down or what it is. We better restock up on ammo and stuff while we can. I mean, these are drain ones, but again, we can recycle these drain ones very easily. Come on. I need stuff. I need to find out where that last enemy is that's keeping my waifu down. Like, seriously, where is it? She wouldn't still be unconscious if there was not an enemy. There we go. Finally. Good. Mwah. Can't have my waifu down on the ground. Alright, we can spare a few more minutes. There's not really a whole lot in here, but because we have the Wild Wasteland part, there is something interesting we'll be able to show you. And for movie buffs, it's going to be an especially interesting little detail. I'm sure a lot of people are getting a whole blast from the past vibe out of this. I wouldn't blame you if you were. Personally, I love that movie. Christopher Walken, great in that movie. So is, I can't remember his name. I could remember it any other time, but because I'm trying to remember it, I'm having issue. He was in all the Mummy movies. But anyway, this is the area where all the think tank members lived prior to the war. This is Dr. Zero's house. And each of these places has a variety of stashes we can get. If you need sensor modules or scrap metal or anything, Zero's place is one of the best places to get for. This is where that tiny, little bitty, currently non-functioning Securitron Muggy was created. And for those who are curious, yes, this is none other than House. Not that House, not the one from the TV series, although that would be hilarious. It was a missed opportunity. I don't think House was really a thing when this when this game came about. That would have been awesome, though. It might have been. I don't know. But not Dr. House, Mr. House. And, of course, Liberty Prime. It's a nice reference. But this place is perfect for scrap metal, sensor modules, variety of techno junk. Huh. I thought that was something we could pick up. It looked like something we could pick up. Dr. Zero is a bit of a nut job. Well, they're all wackadoodles if you ask me, but Zero especially, just like his Rusty Venture counterpart, has a bit of a need to overcompensate for his incompetence. And we've got the audio sample, the giant tarantula. We just got to get the jukebox's personality module online. The storyteller jokes about how he hates being assumed that he's with the Brotherhood of Steel. He is with the Brotherhood of Steel. They confirmed that in the Shoddycast series themselves. Now we're in house number 1. The Sunset Sarsaparilla machine, nice. We're kind of just looking around, seeing if there's anything useful we can find at this point. We don't really use too many consumables, except for sodas. I am unfortunately a soda junkie. I love soft drinks. It's like kryptonite, basically. I openly admit to that fact. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but well, whoever this house belongs to, they have a need to drink. Thankfully, these houses are all very similar in size, so it's not massive. We're not going to get turned around too easily. They are a great place to rest. There's not really any hostile things around here. Dr. Klein, we're in Dr. Klein's, of course. Now the number 1 on it makes sense. He is a bit egotistical. He definitely views himself as being superior to everyone else. We're probably going to need those Metapony kits later. I hope not, but well, yeah. At least now we know Dr. Klein's an alcoholic. Now we got the book shoot personality module. That's good. And we've got one of its upgrades already. Oh wait, no we didn't. That was in the... well, we know where we can get one of its upgrades, which is good. I thought Dr. Klein's glasses were over here. No, there's his gloves. There we go. I almost always forget I've got the Pip-Boy light. Okay, maybe not almost always, but I forget it a lot more often than what you would think I do. I realize I'm not being quite as outrageous as in the last video. Oh, nice. They replaced the pre-war flags with the equestrian flags. Those subtle little details are awesome. How are these flowers still... Is there a robot that comes here and takes care of this? Alright, real quick, we're going to dive into the pond. Because as opposed to wasting coins when they were, well, technically human, they apparently just threw bottle caps in here. And a super restore potion for some reason. But this makes this a good spot to stock up on bottle caps around here. They basically stopped coming down here after they got rid of their bodies. We can come over here real quick. This was probably one of the other scientists that lived around here, or one of the lobotomite experiments that got away before they got their brains ripped out. There are a few unexplained bodies here and there. Most of them are easily explainable because they're in the different test facilities. But there are ones like the ones in here that are kind of unexplained. I think that one we can actually explain as we get further along. I want to point it out toward the end here. Like this one. This random one who's just laying here dead. But anyway, this is number 102. Again, we can find a variety of things. Bottle caps and the like. All very useful to have. We don't find an excessive number of bobby pins, but hey, even one or two is useful. Especially if you're like me. I think one of these buildings actually had a basement to it. I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember if I ever went down in it before. Clearly ain't this one. Not one of those go up to go down things. I've been in those situations in games and they're very confusing and disconcerting. Whoever this guy was, he was all work. New, okay, Mentats. I'm starting to get an idea whose place this was. Probably Mobius, as he's about the only one that obsessed with Mentats. Definitely compensating for something. I didn't mean to grab that, but it's okay. No harm, no foul. And now we have a book recipe. That's good. That's all we can explore around here. That's okay. We still got 3 more. We can cover that in a fairly short time. Let's check the mail first. Oh, empty. Typical. Anytime I check the mail, a lot of times in my own little world, I tend teddy bear. Oh, wait, those are bird cages. Okay, that was bird cages are creepy enough, so that's just weird. And we found the one in the basement. We should be able to unlock it and actually explore it this time. We'll get an idea. Wait a minute, animal cages. This is Dr. Boros's place. He's the only one of the think tank with an obsession with animals. La Fleur's finest. Nice. So we'll save the basement for last. Let's go check the upstairs first. We're looking for any of those little personality matrices. Or anything else that can be useful. Hey, a Dinky the Dinosaur. Oh, medicine skills book. Nice. Pre-war books. Good. As a this would have been great for Fallout 3, where you can, trade in pre-war books for money. Can't trade it in for money in this one, unfortunately. But you can recycle them. Alright, we've done explored all this, so let's take the storyteller, Edna, and our mayor friends down into the basement. Where we're probably going to be faced with horrible atrocities that will probably make me regret taking Fluttershy down there. There we go. Bloodstains on the floor that I can see from here. Yeah, I'm already regretting this decision. Yep. A teddy bear skewered in a cage. Now that's indicative of a psycho. Bones. Yeah. This is not a Fluttershy safe space. Now, I believe there was something hidden down here. Something that is useful. Trying to remember what it was and where it was at. A Ripper. Well, we've got a Ripper already. We don't really need that. Thought there was... distinctly remember there being something in this room that made it important as to get in here. But for the life of me, I can't remember what it was, and I'm not seeing it. Soda. I don't think it's something that's triggered by the teddy bear. It might be. I've seen that in other Fallout games. Fallout 3 especially had a tendency of putting teddy bears in shopping cart cages. And then that would often be a trigger for the appearance of a super mutant behemoth. This is 8's place. He has an obsession with sound, so this should be where we find the jukebox personality matrix. Should be being the word. And again, this is where he gets his 8 obsession. I think he has a lot in common with Trent from Total Drama Island and his 9 obsession. A whole stash of bottle caps. I realize we have a lot of bottle caps because we spawn them in, but if you're not spawning them in, this is a great place, honestly, to get a whole bunch of caps. Especially since you can't take advantage of what was something you could manipulate in Fallout 3, and that was take advantage of all of the vendors when they had multiple of the same item, and use that to kind of cheat to get extra bottle caps from them. We got an audio sample, that's good. So now we've got 2 different audio samples we can mess with, and we've got the jukebox sync project finally. Yes! That was the main thing I'd hoped to find coming here, and I'm glad we found it. I'm thinking there was one more personality matrix hidden here, though. Maybe it's in the bath. Oh. I thought there was a bathroom up here. There's been one in almost every other one. That's just weird. Oh well. Now we've only got one more house left to look through, and then we'll be again exploring around, and that is number 104, which should mean this is the female doctor's place. A lot of scorched books down on this level. Pretty simple kitchen, a lot of wine, but not an excessive amount of it. I'm liking finding the sarsaparilla. The bottle caps are a big use. Dalla's, Dr. Dalla. Okay, speech skill books, that's good. And yeah, this is Dalla's place. Her and her creepy teddy bear obsession. It's really got me concerned for her emotional well-being. She's got men's and women's clothes set out, so that I take it that she was married, maybe even had children. It's possible that and I don't know definitively, I'm just kind of pitching the idea out there. It's potentially possible that maybe she had a miscarriage or something, or lost her child, and so this is her way of compensating for the loss. I can only imagine what it must be like for her spouse if she had one. Alright, we've explored all the houses. Let's kind of take a look around, see if there's any other lockers, boxes, anything we can loot. There appears to be some more lockers up there, so let's head up there first. Then I'll show you the little Easter egg I was talking about. Thankfully, a lot of these wooden boxes are lootable. In other games, they're usually not. They're just there for decoration, atmosphere more than anything. Not that I mind it. A little atmosphere can be good on occasion. Helps make the world feel more fleshed out. Here is another one of those random unexplained corpses. Clearly another paparazzi individual. And we're going to zoom in here. If you look, the name on the doghouse says Stripe. Stripe, for those who, like myself, grew up in the late 80s, early 90s in their youth and saw gremlins, are familiar with Stripe as being the boss of the evil gremlins that pop out of the Mogwai gizmo after he gets wet, after eating. Our anti-material rifle is not going to be strong enough here, and I hate to waste ammo with the laser blaster. Maybe our best hope here.
I'm out of here.
Stripe is a mini alpha Deathclaw. He's just as strong as a regular Deathclaw, just as agile, just as fast, and just as likely to murder you.
Good job.
You get the same items from him as you would anything else. I get extra items because of my monster mod. As you can see, it actually ripped the name Gabe off the doghouse when it moved in. Now we got a new quest, a brain's best friend. Let's see what this quest says. Where is it? It's set up different, okay. We can find information about Gabe, which is an experiment animal. But we may do that in a future video. For now, let's finish exploring this, and then we'll get into the outro. A lot of boxes here. We can find a variety of scrap. If this was Fallout 4, a lot of the scrap would be useful. If this was Fallout 3, it'd still be useful because then we could use the rocket launcher to use a lot of this junk as ammunition. If you have a whole bunch of junk, that makes the rocket launcher virtually unlimited as far as its ammo. But alright everyone, it seems we have explored all that there is to explore in this location. Let's head back out into the big mountain. We'll probably head up to the sink to rest before we continue in the next episode. Oh, we froze. No, we froze. No, that ain't good. That's alright. Well everyone, I'm sorry about that. It froze. We were about to do the outro anyway. So I guess in the end it worked out for the best. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked today's video, let us know that by brohoofing or high-fiving the like button down below. Feel free to give us a brohoof in the comments section if you feel like it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and applebuck that dislike button. As always, everyone, thanks for tuning in. We've been doing our best to get back into the swing of things with the pony-themed projects. That's because My Little Pony Season 8 will be upon us in just another month or two, and I am very excited for it. I've still not seen the My Little Pony movie. I'm still unemployed, so unfortunately I've not been able to buy it. Hopefully, after my tax refunds come in, maybe I'll be able to invest in it, and then I'll be able to give either a reaction or a first thoughts on it. I am hesitant on a reaction because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't know if that would happen because I would legally own the video, but we'll see. Feel free to comment down below what you thought of this video, any tips, tricks, hints, suggestions, or questions about it, or any of the mods that we had to take out in order to make things run more smoothly. I'll be happy to try and answer any of those questions as best as I can. And if I get enough questions about myself, my OCs, etc., I may do a specific Q&A video in the future. As always, if you're new to the channel and aren't really sure what you think about us just yet, go ahead and tap my name, Moonshadow Mystery, by the video description below and head to the main channel page. There you can see our other Let's Play videos, reactions, reviews, impersonations, character videos, first thoughts videos, song covers, and anything else we've done. Stay tuned to the end credits or check the video description below for other links for content related to this channel and other ways you can be involved with us at this channel. Of course, if you're ready to take the dive and join our rainbow-eyed hive, click the subscriber button. And go ahead and ring-a-ding-ding that notification bell icon while you're at it so you can get up-to-date notifications in your browser, mobile device, etc. when new content is available. Of course, if you want to go a step further with being part of our Rainbow-Eyed Hive, head over to Facebook and look us up in our actual official The Rainbow-Eyed Hive group. There will be a link for that down in the video description as well as in the end credits, so feel free to check it out that way. Of course, follow us over on Twitter. We do tend to keep every pony updated, not excessively, but updated with what we're doing here on the channel. We try not to tweet about silly things like, you know, where we're at, what we're eating, blah, 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 blah. That's just kind of silly. But of course, you can check us out on DeviantArt, where you can see what artistic creations we've done. We may consider doing something like where we show our process of doing something. There's actually something I've been meaning to finish doing that I've not gotten around to, and that involves our Equestria girls appearance. We got it started. We never really got it finished. I owe an apology to my DeviantArt watchers. But if you like what we see on DeviantArt and you want to know when new stuff is posted over there, click the watch button. And of course, feel free to add anything you see that you like to our favorites list. While we're on this same subject, if you have any fan art of any of the content we've covered here on the channel that you'd like us to feature, feel free to submit it to us. Make sure to include a link to the original as well as a name we can associate with it. And that goes double for any fan art you'd like us to feature of ourselves. That's right, if you'd like to submit fan art of ourselves, our OCs, or more specifically, or anything like that, send it to one of the links provided, and again, provide a link to the original or a name we can associate with it so we can give you proper credit. We would love to see fan art for this channel, for our OCs, mainly myself, Compound Eyes, and my male and female transformations, Moonshadow Mystery or Moonlight Shadow. You can check some of the base images for that over on DeviantArt account for those interested, as well as our Gem Sona, Cobalt, Aura Quartz, who we'll try to make more use of when we get back to doing Steven Universe content. And we'll be trying our very best to get back into that when we can get caught up and get some thoughts put together. We do have our past due review video. We will be doing more of that. We still have the script for the next one. We just got to get it all pieced back together. I admit I've been putting it on the back burner because I'm a little concerned to tackle it because I got so frustrated with it last time, but I will get it done, I promise you that. And that goes double for our Changeling focused video. We do have a script for that, so if anybody decides they want to become a Patreon supporter, we'll be sure to give you early access to that. And then if there's anything you'd like us to add, any changes you think need to be made, we can get all that done before we actually get around to editing and creating the video. Of course, we would love to have help with getting a lot of this done. We do all the editing. When we actually do write scripts, we do all that. We do everything ourselves. Or rather, I do everything myself. I'm not royalty. I shouldn't be using the royal we. I'm not chrysalis. I'm not arrogant. I'm a little narcotic, maybe. A little paranoid, anxious, things of that nature. I have issues. Everybody has issues. I have holes in my flanks, tatters in my wings, rainbow eyes, and poor eyesight to boot. But that's not important. What is important is that you, the viewer, are enjoying the content we provide for you here on the channel. So if there's anything you'd like to see changed up as far as, you know, what we're doing, if we're doing things too much, not doing other things enough, feel free to let us know. Of course, the Rainbow Eyed Hive group is open access, and you can post your thoughts about the channel there, post more suggestions there. You can even submit your fan art there. As many know, we've started doing our first thoughts on different matters over there because it's a little bit easier to get the text out than it is to worry about getting a long-winded video out. That way people can take their time reading through it as opposed to feeling pressured into sticking through like a half-hour longer video over my thoughts and synopsis of the episode. Which is why past due reviews is more entertaining, hopefully. But anyways, everybody, that's really all the time we have for the day. We hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and a great weekend ahead, depending on when you get around to seeing this video. As of the recording of this video, we have still not gotten to Hearts and Hooves Day. But if it's already past Hearts and Hooves Day when you get around to seeing it, we hope you had a pleasant one. We hope you and your special sun pony had an enjoyable time, and the weather was very cooperative. If it ain't gotten there yet, well, hopefully it will be all that and more. as always, everyone, thanks for tuning in. And before we tune out, remember, don't go changing for anyone but yourselves. We look forward to seeing you right back here next time on the Moonshadow Mystery channel. Same changeling time, same changeling channel.